In a hallway, Brunhilde expresses her anger over Buddha sneaking out of his sick room without telling anyone. Brunhilde gets angry when she finds out that Buddha is no longer in the infirmary. Goal supposes that as true as they must they thought Hades was going to win, and even they thought so, only for Goal's sentence to be cut off when she bumps into Brunhilde, who has stopped walking. Goal asks where they are and Brunhilde reveals this is outside the next fighter's room as she looks at a giant vault door. Above the door, a retinal scanner appears and begins scanning Brunhilde's eyes. Four bulbs that spell open flash and the vault door unlocks itself, opening up into futuristic, tube-like hallway. As they walk in, Goal questions whose room this is. Brunhilde suddenly whirls and exclaims abracadabra tilde. Brunhilde tells Goal this next fighter is a unique specimen as he is the only one in all of human history that is a sorcerer. They reach the end of the hallway, which leads into a big room. Goal initially complains about how dark it is before screaming in horror as she spots multiple people, all lying down on the floor. Goal believes they re dead, but Brunhilde assures her that they re all passed out from exhaustion. Goal questions what this place is as she looks around to see that the room is a circular room where the walls are made out of chalkboard. Mathematical equations are sprawled everywhere on the walls, and there are also many books that are scattered about on the floor. Brunhilde and Goal enter the room of the 8th round human fighter. Goal supposes that as true as they must they thought Hades was going to win, and even they thought so, only for Goal's sentence to be cut off when she bumps into Brunhilde, who has stopped walking. Goal asks where they are and Brunhilde reveals this is outside the next fighter's room as she looks at a giant vault door. Above the door, a retinal scanner appears and begins scanning Brunhilde's eyes. Four bulbs that spell open flash and the vault door unlocks itself, opening up into futuristic, tube-like hallway. As they walk in, Goal questions whose room this is. Brunhilde suddenly whirls and exclaims abracadabra tilde. Brunhilde tells Goal this next fighter is a unique specimen as he is the only one in all of human history that is a sorcerer. They reach the end of the hallway, which leads into a big room. Goal initially complains about how dark it is before screaming in horror as she spots multiple people, all lying down on the floor. Goal believes they re dead, but Brunhilde assures her that they re all passed out from exhaustion. Goal questions what this place is as she looks around to see that the room is a circular room where the walls are made out of chalkboard. Mathematical equations are sprawled everywhere on the walls, and there are also many books that are scattered about on the floor. Brunhilde and Goal join Nikola Tesla, the fighter for the humans, in the 8th round of Ragnarok. The two Valkyries then spot one man, who is still awake, continuing to write equations on the wall. The man mutters about how the utterly perfect laws of physics are the most beautiful thing in the world. Brunhilde remarks about how he is the same as ever, revealing the man is Nikola Tesla. As two pigeons fly around and one robotic pigeon hovers near him, Goal is surprised to learn that this is Tesla. Tesla is a scientific genius who invented scientific technologies that are taken for granted even in the current day, such as the alternating current generators, radio equipment and fluorescent lighting. He is a man called the ultimate mad scientist of his time, a profoundly mysterious character. Brunhilde says that mankind commended Tesla by saying his work is practically magic. Upon hearing Brunhilde say that, Tesla stops writing. Nikola Tesla reveals to Brunhilde and Goal that he solved his theory and found a way to defeat the gods. He repeats the fact that she said it was magic and replies with no, non, nem, nine. Tesla insists he despises that word because what he uses is no magic. Turning to face them, as the robot pigeon perches itself on his left shoulder, Tesla declares what he uses is science. Goal doesn't really get it, but she is impressed by how super confident Tesla is. Brunhilde asks if Tesla has completed his current work, and Tesla reveals it has been complete for a long time, inside his head. All he needs now is the material that can make his theory into reality. Brunhilde shows Nikola Tesla her partner during the 8th round, Gondor. Brunhilde says that makes it easy and yells out for Gondor. 9th of the 13 Valkyrie sisters, Gondor, appears behind her two sisters, revealing she has been waiting here for some time. Goal is about to question when Gondor came up behind them when Tesla starts walking towards her. Tesla begins examining Gondor from all sides, and when he touches her face, an angered Goal questions what he is doing to her sister. Tesla bluntly asks if Gondor will offer her body to him. Goal asks where that came from, only to be more surprised when Gondor agrees, calling him Dr. Tesla. Gondor puts his hands over her chest and smiles as she proclaims that she'll gladly offer her body to him. Tesla says Q-E-D, and mentions how intuition transcends knowledge. Holding Gondor's hands, Tesla claims he has been waiting for her and declares this is all for the good of science. Nikola Tesla and Gondor perform the Volender together. As electricity starts sparking around them, Gondor agrees before the two undergo Volender, causing massive amounts of electricity to start streaming from them. 9th of the 13 Valkyries, Gondor. Brunhilde reveals the power that lies within her runes as magic wielder. Gondor starts to float in the air, and as Tesla hangs onto her, the electricity they regenerating start to affect the numbers written on the chalkboard walls. Nikola Tesla gets the super automaton Beta following the Volender performed with Gondol. Gondol then deforms and an energy wraps around Tesla before causing an explosion of electricity, stunning Goal. As smoke spreads, the people who were all sleeping on the floor wake up. Galileo Galilei and Albert Einstein are awestruck by what Tesla's Volender is. Marie Curie says it is gorgeous and Isaac Newton guesses that is the final type. Turning to the man next to him, Alfred Nobel says even he has to hand it to him. Smiling, though it pains him to say it, Thomas Edison calls Tesla the real deal, a bona fide genius. Wearing a big robot suit that covers his entire body, Tesla states the words ideate and create. As a fan in his left arm clears away the smoke, Tesla says that what people call God, he calls the laws of physics. It has revealed the name of Tesla's Volender Super Automaton Beta. As Goal looks at it with widened eyes, electricity crackles from Tesla's fists as he declares this is their time to surpass the gods. In his personal room, Hermes plays his violin. On a nearby bookshelf are 6 books, each labeled with the names of every fighter that have died so far: Lubu, Atom, Poseidon, Heracles, Raiden Tamiman, Zerofuku. Beelzebub asks Hermes to warn Zeus that he will fight in the 8th round for the gods. Hermes puts his all into playing the violin as a floating feather quill writes down all the notes that Hermes is playing into a book. After Hermes is finished, he is left huffing a bit. Sitting on a nearby chair, Beelzebub claps for the lovely piece and guesses that was Hermes' Requiem for Hades. Dispelling his violin and bow, Hermes confirms it is and closes the book that has been labeled with Hades' name, putting the book next to the other books filled with requiems for every fallen fighter. With a saddened expression, Hermes reveals this is the utmost he can leave as an offering to those fine men. Immediately returning to his usual self, Hermes asks Beelzebub if he has a reason for coming into his room. Holding a small skull, Beelzebub says he wants Hermes to tell Zeus something. Extending a cane out of the bottom of the skull, Beelzebub stands up and declares he will go next for the gods.